There it is. What? What? What?
Yeah, dude. Them bastards came from a mile and my eyes were freezing shut. My fingers, I can't feel them. It's like 0, maybe below.
It's below 0 with that wind chill, dude.
And we just had 2 freaking lockjaws. Dude, seriously, show them where they came from, those pines,
I got
dude.
it, dude.
Holy
But
shit.
here, show right real quick here. And that,
I think they're 2 pups, dude. They were around the whole time.
dude, they got such good foot. How was your position in this snow? This snow was
Did you hear my, I just move a little bit. I'm like, holy shit, dude.
Okay, they were from that little pyramid point. Where were they at?
Up and to the right, like almost straight up from that, in that little bare spot where the pines start.
Gotcha. That's right where I'm at. That's how far they came from there. From
Why
right
I was
there.
glassing up there, I have no idea. But
All the way to here. To this dude. To where he sniped them both. Lockjaw
dude,
done.
how quiet was that? Dude?
So
How
bad.
quiet was that?
So bad.
When it's colder, them guns and them cans are even quieter, I think. Hey, you know what's funny? Halfway, them coyotes got halfway here, and James had to freaking reposition because we were sitting here for so long. His ass was froze to the snow, dude. He had to get his pack underneath of him because he couldn't feel his ass. I was like, yeah, I know how you feel, dude.
My fingers are smashed. Hold on, let me get that back
Dude,
up.
mine weren't because I hold my trigger finger right here in my hood up to my neck, so my trigger finger is good, dude. We needed that bad, dude.
I was it's too cold to be out doing this. It's
Well,
too,
like I told you when we left, we should have brought my camera. It's older in case that blue screens, it freezes. I mean,
I don't care.
but
I'm like,
Yeah.
what do you if you don't go out on days like this, what do you get? Nothing.
dude, I think it's better on days like this.
Yeah.
Them
Oh, yeah.
coyotes are more hungry. They gotta eat to stay warm.
You locked them up. Let me.
Hey, after I shot that first one, I must have freaking put a breath on my scope
Okay.
when I put another round in it
'Cause
I couldn't find him, dude.
I was
he
like,
he
oh,
stood there
stopped,
for
he
so long.
And I'm like, that's good. It's good. You're good. You're good.
Yeah.
You're good. There they are. Okay, rate the number.
First one's probably 80,
92.6,
120.
126.9.
Yeah.
That's good range, dude. That's good. Let me get back on them.
Yeah. 1220. No. Yeah, he's going east.
Is he?
Yeah, he's going east. Dude, so what happened today is, this is what the rundown is. The footage is self-explanatory for sure, but last night was a shit show. The weather came in at like, gosh, dude, what time was that? About 10?
Yeah, 9:30, quarter to 10 probably.
Weather bug said 0 humidity, so we were out thermaling, well, like 60% humidity.
Not only was there just not supposed to be any humidity, it started freaking snowing, for God's sake.
It's the whole ground was white by the time we got done. So anyway, that was done. We were done. A cold front moved through big time, and today it was supposed to be like a high of 15. And
No,
when
I thought you said 20.
they changed it. It was
Okay,
like 19, then they changed it to
Okay.
15. And then on the way over here in the Raptor, the highest it got was 5.
Yeah. When we got out, I think it said 1. When we got out to make this set, I think the Raptor said 1. I know when we were breaking water at the house,
It was
before we
1.
left, it said 1.
Yep. And the wind, I bet when we first set up in this, made this set, the wind, it had to be blowing close to 10.
Sure.
So with that
Yeah.
wind chill factor, it was below 0. I mean, it was honestly, it was 100% below 0. And halfway through this set, the wind, it pretty much quit. And about that time, we got a good buddy here that let us come over here and coyote hunt. He's got a lot of cattle. He's awful busy this time of the year, and he said, sure, come in, film, kill some,
Yeah.
He just wants them dead. And halfway through the set when that wind died, I saw Keith. It was so damn cold, man. I mean, it just is one of those days where it's not.
You should be glassing, but you don't want to grab your binos because you'll freeze your fingertips type thing.
You don't want to touch anything. You don't want to have you don't even want to bring the camera.
This is the days that the camera guy in the collar is really paying for it because he's always touching something or what have you. Where I got my fingers in my hood or in my neck, and I don't have to be ready until it's time to pull the trigger, you know.
And
So,
you were hunkered down.
yeah,
But it's just like Keith was saying too. I mean, this is one of those days where you almost don't want to film because it's so cold. Not we don't want to be out here. It's the camera. It just sucks. It's hard on the camera.
And once you freeze that thing, you're done. You know, it's probably
You're out of
need a new
commission.
camera.
So anyway, everything worked good. It wasn't too cold for it. It hammered the battery pretty good. Probably not as bad as it hammered our fingers. But
Yeah.
we were laying there, and we were about 20 minutes into that set, in between 15 and 20, and I saw Keith pull his binos out, and he's laying there prone, and he goes up, and I'm like, oh, he must see something. About 30 seconds later,
Yeah.
you sniped.
15. What did you say they were? 1,500, 1,800, 15.
1,500 to that tree line.
Right on the edge of the pines. And one was sitting there, and one was down below him, kind of on a trail, and kind of working its way. You know, it was going slow, but working its way towards us. And what'd you hit? One more sound, and they both kind of committed. It seemed like.
You're
so
like-
we just let it be.
Yep. You were like, they're coming there. I think they're coming
yeah,
in.
Yeah. And then they go out of sight a couple times, you know. So, and like I told you, I said if they're committed and coming on that trail that they're coming to right now, they're gonna come right in front of us on that snowdrift. And sure enough, they did. Just right, kind of where we expected them, I guess.
Once you see the whole layout of the set, where we filmed them coming in from, like
Yeah.
you said, you're like, I expected them to come from here
Yeah.
or here, and the way that they came, it gave us the best footage possible.
Yeah.
The longest footage, the longest visual that we
Yeah.
could get on the
Yeah.
camera, and
Yeah, you got them on film.
90% of the way.
Yeah, 1,500 yards in,
And
per
let-
se, almost.
like, I mean, exactly what you said. The way that they came in, it couldn't have been a better setup. We hit a sound that it didn't really trigger them because they
never hauled ass.
No, it
You
wasn't
know,
a hard charging
It was just
set.
I'm gonna check that out type thing, and you know.
and they did, and we let it be.
What do you think it took them? 5 minutes?
To close that? Yeah,
You know?
maybe a little bit longer.
Yeah.
And so they were moving, but
Yeah.
they weren't. I mean, they were
From
committed.
1,500 to what did we shoot the first one at 90 yards?
90 is what we've ranged her at, and you just that's just something that you learn. I mean, there's, like we were talking, you and I were sitting there talking, I wish we would have left the camera run, but there's no reason to let that sound play, because then they can key on that location. They can actually pinpoint that sound more effectively.
Yeah.
And what do they do from there?
That's when they circle.
That's when they circle it.
Yep.
That's just their.
Yep.
That's what their nature is. They
Yep.
circle it. And we had a north wind. We were hoping it was northeast, but it was kind of switching northeast, northwest, north, and we just killed it. And they didn't know any idea. They had no idea where that sound was coming from.
Yeah, once I bet you, I don't think you played a sound when they hit that 1,200 yard mark. I
No.
know you never
No.
played another sound.
No.
You know.
As soon as we saw that second one follow the first one,
Yep.
done, from that far away, and we just kept on watching them, and they kept on coming, and just let it be.
And maybe in a different situation, maybe darker, getting the last set of the day, and you're running out of camera light, we might get more aggressive.
Yep, exactly.
But there was no need to. We had all the time in the world to get him up into shooting distance, you know. So
And we had no plans on making another. I mean, we're not gonna
Right.
go. We weren't. It was, well, it's actually awesome. It's way nicer than it was when we started. But
yeah,
obviously
seriously
now,
it is.
with the footage and all the other camera angles and videography we got to get, we're not gonna be able to make another set. But it's one of those days, man. It's cold, and it's a lot of guys wouldn't be out in this stuff.
Thankful that wind isn't blowing 20 mile an hour, because I wouldn't be out in that stuff.
No, it wouldn't work. There's no way it'd work. It would literally be 20 below or more. You would frickin' everything.
Yeah.
I mean, we broke the tanks and the ice just from overnight was 2 inches thick on that.
Was it
maybe
bad,
even,
huh?
Yeah, maybe even thicker just from overnight. So, but that's the rundown, guys. I mean, shoot, we got some. This is Keith's solo double filmed so far this year. I've got an awesome one too. Usually what we try to do is get, at least one of us a solid lockjaw shoulder harness is what Keith calls it, set up where they just freaking, we've got a couple doubles, but John's actually got a double.
Yeah.
But the one runs off, and
Yeah, we had to
kind of track that one down a little bit. These are freaking precision shot placement shoulder harness, tip over, done with the precision weapon system. We've got to get a review done on this, and usually what we do is some of the equipment that we use, you know, we've got the Gunworks setup that we designed with them, carbon fiber barrel, titanium GLR action, the Verdict stock that's carbon shell stock, the Revic Optics PMR 428. That's the mill setup. That's got the RX1 reticle. That's the one that's got, you like that one better.
Oh, yeah.
I do too.
Yeah, that free floating dot.
Yep, it's got the free floating center just for precise holds. Such a nice setup.
Yeah.
I mean, we got the 224 vapor suppressor. Even you, the first thing that you said after you shot, I don't think you said anything else, is, did you hear how quiet that was?
Yeah, and when it's colder out, it seems like they are quieter.
Yeah.
You know?
It was just a hiss, little subtle hiss. That second one, frick, he was done from the get-go.
Yeah.
But that's how it goes. It was an awesome set, some awesome footage, and probably more fun for us than you guys watching it, that's for sure. I know I was shaking for a while. It just happens.
Yeah.
You know, if you lose that, then
Yeah.
it's not that much fun.
You
But
might as well sell your and do something else.
you get used to it, kinda. I mean, especially on a set like that where they're coming in.
The thing is, you can keep yourself relaxed more, I think, a little bit longer. But when it comes down to it,
It happens.
Yep, it's gonna get you.
It's just an adrenaline rush.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you get when you're that close to an animal. I mean, it's just what happens.
Yeah.
It's an excitement. It's fun. But that's what we're doing, and we really enjoy it. But we've got a lot of videos that we're going to be putting up there. We're going to get
some new ones coming out real soon.
real soon. And podcasts, you guys will have to listen to our podcast. We've got three nasty badass videos, including this one.
Okay.
That we're going to be putting up. We're going to be putting up the kill box.
Yep.
My double, this double.
Yep.
And a lot more reviews too. But
yeah, some gun reviews coming up.
those will be awesome. Guys will love the hell out of
Be
those.
fun
We're
to
going to
do.
do some more vapor suppressor series reviews too. But be sure to check out our, as always, guys. Hey, one other thing too, for some of you guys that might not have noticed or heard me say it, we appreciate you guys and enjoying what we do. It's awesome, man. This is part of our job description. It's our lifestyle, and we broke 50,000 subscribers right before Christmas. Our goal is 100,000, and we're going to be bringing a lot more content out there for you guys. Like I said, we just introduced a podcast, and a lot of guys are eating that up. I know a lot of you guys are more into the visual aspect of things, not necessarily us sitting here bullshitting with you and talking about the rundown. But if you guys do this as hard as we do, those guys that actually pull triggers they appreciate the detail that we go into after these hunts. So if I could, I like doing the intros, man.
Yeah.
I like doing
Yeah.
the videography,
Yeah.
putting trailers together. I could do that all day, but all of this extra work, it comes with the territory. I mean, of what we do. There's guys that complain about, more hunting, less talk. That's the whole story of hunting, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, we're out
Hey,
there.
we want to do that. I want to do less talking and bullshit.
And more
And more
hunting,
hunting,
more
of course,
trigger
but
pulling.
that's
But no
just-
matter what, you could make 10 sets in a day and only be successful on none of them.
Yeah.
The whole hunt is
Trust me, we've been there.
it just happens. But
Yeah.
you have hours and hours of prep and time in the field for a millisecond, for 1 millisecond of a trigger pull. That's how the whole thing goes, and that's relevant to our videos. You get 1 millisecond of trigger pulls. Everybody's infatuated with the kill shots and shit, and they don't want to know what goes on behind the scenes, and they don't want to know what it takes to get to the point, before you actually make the kill shot. And that's what we want to show you guys and bring you along for the ride with. So
Yeah.
along with the kill shots,
Yep.
but just so you guys understand what we're about and kind of what we do. Like I said, we appreciate it. I hope you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel. We've got the O'Neill Ops Facebook page. We just hit 10,000 followers on it this year. We also have the O'Neill Ops Instagram page. You have Instagram. Be sure to follow Keith. Your Instagram is
Ops_pro staff.
Ops_pro staff on Instagram. I mean, he's got a lot of cool posts. We try to do pretty cool stuff. We need to actually get more stuff out there, but you can also check out O'NeillOps.com. We got some pretty awesome gear there. We're bringing some more equipment this year, guys.
Yeah,
Overwhites.
some new stuff.
Yep, new stuff. Overwhites are in production. We got some badass gators that are gonna be freaking awesome.
That you should
guys
be wearing right now.
Yep.
But you're not.
Nope, I'm not.
He's got a prototype out right now that we're running through the ringer. So.
We're hammering them at night pretty
Yeah,
much, putting
yeah.
them on at night and going through some pretty deep snow. But we got a lot of going on, a lot of stuff going on, guys. And like I said, we appreciate it. And if you guys have any insight, any feedback, I don't care if it's constructive or negative criticism, that's what we always want.
Yep.
We want guys to fill us in so we have other talking points, so we have, other ways of helping guys out. You know, if we know what we're talking about, if we know what we can help you out with, then by all means we'll try to do it. If not, we'll try and get you in touch with somebody that does know. But once again, guys, I'm James O'Neill. This is Keith
Found
Rissy.
that shit.
We just smashed a South Dakota double out here in God's country. Look at that, man. Look at that behind us.
Coyotes for days.
We're
We
out
just
here in
found
the-
two.
And what?
Coyotes for days, but we just found two.
We're out here in the middle of nowhere where we love it. So it's awesome. So again, guys, O'Neill Ops, we're out.
That one.
All right now.
Let's go then.
Dude. Nice work on that.
Are you staying right there?
Yeah. Right here. Is this good? Is it good?
Yeah. Good check.
I hope I'm on that screen. That one. Dude, you
You better sync them up.
that's
Come on,
right.
get your hands
That's
down.
a good idea, dude. Your turn. Let me hold that bitch.